It's instant upper time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Scott and Jeff to tell you about one way to quickly find some happiness. Well, hey everybody, it's Scott and Jeff once again talking about ways to be happy. How can you be happier? Laughter. Jiggling with laughter. Tittering. Guffawing. The loud, coarse laugh. That one. Those are all totally fake. The can't catch your breath. The crossing of your legs.
There's all sorts.
We've talked about this in other episodes. The wheeze. Now, how do you get from to right? How do you get from serious to laughter? Is there a way to make this an instant upper so that we can be happy right now? Again, this isn't the overall, how to be happy for the rest of your life, every moment of every day.
It's that quick fix we've talked about.
Right. It's the accumulation of certain choices that you make. You can choose happiness even when all around you is very sad.
I know something right now that will make him laugh. We've done that for years.
That is true.
I apologize for the spit.
No, but it's perfect. It's visual.
You get to know these little tips and tricks. You got your spouse, your partner, whatever, right? You know what makes them laugh time and time again. So don't forget to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. If you know the buttons to push and the triggers that get people laughing, it's nice to be the source of laughter. Because when you make others laugh, that makes you happy too, which I would submit to you is one of the reasons why stand-up comics even exist to begin with. They love performing, they love a live audience, and that instant gratification and reward of having an audience right there, listening to you, zeroing in on every word, and then getting that payday of, wow.
So what we're saying is, but I'm not funny. Well, who cares? There are lots of other funny people out there. And the cool thing about stand-up...
We're not asking you to be funny.
Yeah.
Right now.
There is someone out there for everybody. If you're a Gaffigan guy, right? Or if you're maybe a Stephen Wright type of a person, not the whole guffaw, or if you're just crazy Jim Carrey or Dana Carrey-ish, Dana Carvey-ish. I mean, there's something for everybody out there.
It's true. There's British humor, there's slapstick and physical comedy, there's highbrow, the very erudite type humor where you've got to be reading books. Norm Wright, a friend of ours, is the dean of the business school at the Utah Valley University, and he is hilarious because his brain is so big and full of stuff.
Yeah.
That he's able to put words together and be quick on a response, and those things are endearing and very cool. And generally, a good sense of humor, if you've developed one, does indicate that there's a degree of intelligence there. So a lot of the best leaders, when you ask somebody who is your favorite boss ever, Jeff and I go out and we train a lot of management audiences and groups and do keynote speeches, and most of the time we'll hear people tell us that their favorite boss definitely was the one that had the best sense of humor, or at least had a sense of humor. And not necessarily that he or she was the one making everyone laugh, because you don't have to be the giver always to have a great sense of humor. You can have a great sense of humor and never have told a joke in your entire life.
Yeah.
You just get them. You allow them. You like them. You encourage them. You want to be around funny people.
Have you ever read a book?
Yes, I have.
On a plane. Now that's what's really fun. It's fun when you read a book that makes you laugh out loud. Now this could be David Sedaris.
Dave Barry.
Or Dave Barry. Or I'll tell you recently, I read I think it was Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain, and I was laughing. I was crying. The scene when they're lowering the cat from the ceiling onto this guy's head who has the toupee. Holy cow. So books as well as videos. We're talking mostly about YouTube videos and stuff and comedians. But, that's really fun when you get it.
And specifically stand-up comics. We both had Jeff was a stand-up comic for a number of years, and I've tried it.
We've done some together.
Done some comedy together. We've done Christmas parties for corporate occasions and other things, and live comedy at trade shows and other conventions. And so we definitely have our top 3 lists. I think each of us has our own top 3 list of our favorite comics. But I think it'd be fun to show you where we can go online. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go over here onto the internet real quickly. And obviously, once again, we're on YouTube.
Oh my goodness, who's that guy with the hair?
This, of course, is a treasure trove of comedy. And so I've gone ahead and I've punched in Jeff Burke, comedian. And this is our buddy Jeff here. Oh, look at this is a little more recent.
That's a little more recent. Yeah, Jeff Burke, the shop teacher.
This guy back here. So this is just an example. We could go, and this is during World Cup now. So we're enjoying the World Cup as we shoot this. You probably are watching it later. The World Cup is over. But let's take a look and see what Jeff has to say about the World
If you
Cup.
want to get in shape, one thing I would recommend, I just started playing soccer. You're running all over the time. Any soccer fans here? Gotta admit, it's the least popular sport in the United States, but hey, #1 sport internationally, bar none. I mean, it's just a blast. I really got into it when they finally brought the World Cup to New York City for the first time. I was just going crazy. I thought it was the coolest thing because my favorite part wasn't even the game. It was during the halftime when the announcers said that final game was being broadcast in over 89 different languages. I thought, man, that is so cool because it didn't matter what language you heard that final game in. You always knew a goal was scored. You could go right down the line of all the international broadcasters and pick it out every single time. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Maradona tiene la pelota, está corriendo, corriendo, gol! Pasa la toalla, pasa por tu
It's just, I don't know if you could get away with that material in 2018.
Probably not.
But that's beautiful, and I'll tell you a lot of great laughs for me as I type in SNL here.
Oh yeah.
You'll notice that Saturday Night Live has 6 million subscribers and a bajillion different clips. They'll put on their latest episodes pretty much the week after they air, and all the legendary stuff that made you laugh for years and years and years. If you were to like, well, right here. The Barry Gibb talk show is so funny with Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake. And of course, most people will want to see, even if I just put in cowbell.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to bring back.
Most famous clip of all.
Here's Will Ferrell and getting Jimmy Fallon to laugh. More cowbell. I got to have more cowbell with Christopher Walken.
Oh gosh.
But I've talked about in other episodes that this is also an incredible waste of time for me if I'm too busy. But right now we're just talking about instant uppers. So if you're a little down right now, if you're looking for ways to just feel even temporarily happier, even though the long-term goal of happiness is still maybe in the offing just a bit, this is the best, well, one of the best ways.
One of the best. And if this doesn't work, just go to the mirror, look into it, and do this. And that also works.
I can't even do that. It would hurt my mouth to grab things like that. But look for opportunities to laugh. We'll talk about this in another episode. Until next time, remember, if you can't be happy, be sad.
Yeah.
Because you got to be something.
Yeah. So how was that? Is your gut aching? The belly aching kind of laugh?
No,
Well, if not,
I doubt it.
probably
Not from
not.
that.
But work on it.
But that was pretty funny. I mean, again,
Yeah,
a little bit
you know.
non-PC.
Yeah, well, yeah, but hey, subscribe anyway. Like it if you like it, because we'll like you back.